Minister of Women, Youth and Persons with Disabilities, Sindisiwe Chikunga, and amaZulu King Misuzulu KaZwelithini are currently leading a march in Durban today. The Men Unite Against Gender-Based Violence and Femicide march is in line with the 16 Days of Activism of No Violence Against Women and Children campaign. It is the Good Men Foundation Civil Society initiative. Let's get the latest now with our reporter Mlondi Radebe, who's at the thick of things in Durban. And Mlondi, a very good afternoon to you. How is the march faring so far? How is the turnout like also?
Thank you very much, Alicia. We are here now at the Durban Station Hall after the march started at the Gugu Dlamini Park, with the marchers marching all the way from Gugu Dlamini to the station where they are gathered now for the speeches. You remember that also King Misuzulu KaZwelithini is part of this march, but I'll just speak to Smangaye Eklaba, who will briefly tell us from the Good Men Foundation, who will briefly tell us about the purpose of this march. Thank you very much, sir, for your time. Briefly about the purpose of this march. We understand that it seems as if it's an annual event now.
Thank you very much, and greeting to the viewers. We are live in Durban at the Durban station, where His Majesty has just concluded leading the annual march that we do every year. What brings us here is, of course, the observance of 16 days of activism for no violence against women and children. And we are grateful as a foundation and with other multi-stakeholders from private sector, government, religious fraternity, civil society, and traditional institutions that have gathered to heed the clarion call by His Majesty. Remember, when he ascended on the throne, he made a clarion call for men to rise up and be part of the solution in building not just a Zulu nation, but in building KwaZulu-Natal as well as South Africa. That we as men, we must be responsible and not find ourselves being the perpetrators.
Do we find solutions if the Science Research Council and also the police stats shows that women are still violated, especially in the province of KwaZulu-Natal? The province of KwaZulu-Natal is leading in those crimes.
Well, that has been unfortunately ongoing, and I think where we've been lacking coordination at ground level, where we collaborate effectively with structures, but also we've been lacking at the leadership level, where voices such as His Majesty, which has now is the one who is leading and coordinating all of us to unite behind one purpose and one mission of fighting gender-based violence and femicide. Of course, we need to be guided by the statistics. As you know, Durban in South Africa has two communities that are heavily affected, which is Inanda as a #1 community with GBV cases, followed by Umlazi when it comes to police statistics. So our intervention has been such that we work with the structures in Inanda, with government, the provincial government, with the city, to multiply our efforts in bringing down this state. It's not easy, and we need to be consistent. It's not just a march only, because the march on its own and speeches does not solve problems. So we need to dig deeper. We need to create spaces where men can be vulnerable and can open up and say, I'm struggling. Men don't talk enough. So with our strategic intervention partners such as Cloud Therapist is a social, it's a system that has psychologists, has social workers, it has a number of professionals where we call men who have problems with anger, men who have problems, who are violent, who say, I've got a problem, I need help. With Cloud Therapies, we create those safe spaces because men don't talk when they're together about issues that affect them. It's all about materialism, it's about who's stronger, it's about who's doing better and well there. But when it comes to things that are shameful, that happen behind doors, which are part of the things that causes us to be violent as men. So we are working very hard to ensure that we create these safe spaces. With His Majesty, we are delighted that this march is not only going to be a Durban thing. Next year it's moving to one of the King's palaces, just like Umkhosi Womhlanga, where we will be shaping young boys and men to be part of a solution to build our nation.
How do I access the Cloud Therapist?
Cloud Therapist, there is a website that we have. In this website, you can access a social worker, you can access a psychologist at the comfort of your home, so virtually. So now you know when someone has been abused. Some people don't have the courage to get out of the house because of maybe the shame that may be associated with that abuse. So Cloud Therapist comes to the comfort of your home, comes to the comfort of your bed, and we help you beginning the healing journey with you. So we've got a website, www.cloudtherapist.co.za. You can be anywhere in the country. We can reach you and help you.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
There are Simengai Klaba, the CEO of Goodman Foundation, briefing us, Alicia, about also the new way that they are trying to try to assist men with problems so that they will understand the issue of gender-based violence and femicide in this country. They understand that also the big challenge is that even the stats of the police, they show very well that we are not winning the fight. Back to you in studio.
Thank you so much to SABC News reporter Mlondi Radebe in Durban for us.